Welcome to Ask Payal, and in today's episode, the question comes from Christopher from Dallas, and he is asking, why do some founders plateau and the others reach great heights? Well, today we are tackling a question that's not just tactical, it's deeply personal for entrepreneurs. Why do some founders hit a ceiling while others break through and level up? I think I have been a consultant and advisor to many founders globally, and I have seen both the sides, the ones who hit a plateau as well as those who scale up tremendously. And what I have come to observe is that plateau isn't just a business, reaching a plateau isn't just a business problem, it's actually a founder's problem. We often think that we've hit a wall because of the revenue plateauing or the market share or the team friction, or maybe it was a tough market or the economy has failed or there has been a burnout creeping into our organization. But often the businesses isn't stuck because of all these reasons. It is the founder who is stuck. Your business rarely will outgrow your mindset. Now, the bottleneck often is control addiction, where you are doing too much by yourself. The fear of delegation, you don't trust others with your work and with what you are your new project. There is lack of clarity, you are reacting and not leading. There is ego, where you are clinging to being the smartest person in the room and that you are the main person who can lead the business. And many a times you're spreading yourself thin, you're not able to build that team. And so scaling up means rewiring, not just working harder. You've got to move your mindset from an architect to becoming a problem solver. You have to go from hero to becoming a multiplier. You have to stop being the center of everything and start empowering others to fall, to fail, to start making mistakes and then start. From short term fixer, you have to become a long term builder. You have to start resisting the dopamine that you get with your early wins. You have to go from a founder to becoming a CEO of the company and think that way. You have to invest in mentors, in coaches. You have to have that type of an investment in you. You have to let go of that control, especially in operations and marketing and sales and hiring. You have to block your time to think bigger, to think strategically, and to have a bigger vision. You have to play long games. You can't make moves that won't pay off for the next 6 months. Real growth. Real growth starts when you stop blaming the business and start upgrading yourself as a founder. Founders who level up usually do these five things. They hire before it feels comfortable. They don't wait until they are drowning or someone resigns. They invest in mentors and coaches because they understand what it would take to get some outside perspective and work on themselves. They actually let go of control, especially by delegating more and allowing people to do mistakes. And they block their time to think bigger, to think more higher and play the big game. And they know that they want to play the long game. So you don't you don't outgrow the plateau by forcing your way through the market or forcing your things into the people's mind. You grow you grow by becoming a different kind of a founder, a different person who can build space, who can build systems, who can trust. So if you're feeling stuck, in fact, that's really good. It's a great sign that it's time for you to evolve. And so come out of that mindset, grow your mindset, because always remember, businesses don't get stuck because of the market or the outside factors. Business gets stuck and cannot grow because the founder is stuck somewhere in the mind.